Sunday the 19th of April, and this is the SPX Outlook in this crazy market. Really, if you look at this recovery, it's just about a month ago, somewhere at 2170, 2870, 700 points. It's just crazy. If you do the math, it's about 30% recovery from those lows. But admittedly, yes, we had a huge fall before, and this is definitely not over. Last week, and we can maybe try and plot. Let's look at this trend line here. This is overall not a huge gradient of ascent. This market is just grinding up, and we are seeing this 2935, which is the major resistance level, salient 61.8% fib, and we could think that volatility is pretty high. We see on SPX the 1 SD projection around 50 points for a single day. A day move up to 2 SD 100 points. It's something that is becoming the new normal. And we can also question why VIX is still so high, around 40 or just below 40, after recovering 700 points. The fact is, there is still huge concern about a possible downturn. The measures that have been taken to bring tons of liquidities to try and salvage the economies is just mind-blowing. So let's go back to signals. On the 4-hour chart, we are going up. And if we look at this fib pattern here, this expansion pattern gives 2880 as a target. I could possibly, since the market is just plain crazy, go for this one as well. And it would maybe go all the way to 3170. And if we look at this Merrimack line at 3125, this is a major. It is still far-fetched, but who knows? Again, I think from experience that when fib coincides with Merrimack lines, it is usually very strong. And I also invite you to look at these nonlinear tools. They are not based on any moving averages. They are event based. So the best way to look at this market is really to look at pivots. So we had a pivot point here, and we are looking at possibly a pivot point around here. At a daily chart, here we see how crazy this has been, and here the daily chart has actually turned probably a little bit too early. This is only a warning here, but there's some indication that the daily chart is going to turn south again. So congestion from current highs to maybe all the way to 2935, and if we look now back on the 4-hour chart where it could go in terms of consolidation and possible congestion, I would say that pivot is now 2500. I would think that if it congests, it will first test 2810 again, and if you remember from previous videos, you look at multiple quanta of about 40, so if it's not 28, it'll be somewhere around 2650. So we could have this 2810 as a pivot, and the market will decide whether it hovers from 2800 to 2935, or if it goes below 2800 to 2655. And lastly, the outlook for Monday, what we see is that, strangely enough, this excursion hasn't shifted this strong resistance upward. So we could maybe again see this channel being tested. We may see some congestion with possibly the last breakout of the 2880 to aim for 2935. Then at some point it should go and test 2810 again. By then this line could maybe shift upward, but let's not forget that just on Friday there was some expansion on the downside, and that would corroborate the fact that the daily chart is actually going a little bit bearish. So confusion and wild swing still. I don't think we will have a major reversal before we see some key supports being tested, 2810 before 2800. Or considering the huge volatility, it could be this range being tested. So 2810 to 20, maybe 2770, and then we would look at the 2650 as the major test to possibly see the recovery failing to convince investors. Right, next video will be tomorrow after market makers are back at the desk on our positions. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend. Bye for now.